gotkushTV, in conjunction with the official Ghana Be On The Return series, invite you to the biggest end-of-year pre-Kwanzaa celebration in the world, Black Trinity. Featuring a monumental lineup promoting the culture of the African diaspora from Ghana to the Americas and worldwide, including Reggie Rockstone, Yusufu Jallo, VVN, Malachi Selassie, Daddy Makes Dough, Tods, King Wiz, Tubada, Ras Ashiba, Mama Sia, Brother Leader Bandaka, Israel, Obadele Kambon, Sister Moot, Carla Marie, Yemaya Sankofa, Goldflow, and a special Voyage to Motherland panel discussion. All this and more, hosted by Nat Nye and Stella B, taking place Saturday, the 19th of December 2020 from 12 p.m. GMT. Register absolutely free at gotkushTV.com to gain access to this exclusive live stream. And yes, you heard correctly, this event is absolutely free. gotkushTV, in conjunction with Ghana Be On The Return, presents Black Trinity. This is an event not to be missed.
The other was Ethiopian who lives in Norway. There was a Jamaican, a British Jamaican. There was a Ghanaian. There was an African American, and there was a Congolese. And I'm like, when else do we get together like this? This is what is supposed to happen. This is how we're going to progress in the future. So, Team New Africa Nation, it's happening.
So, T.I.N.A Festival. We knew Fuse from before.
It's Fuse!
We knew Fuse before Fuse became the rock star he's become. And I knew him through the show that Mikel Amin used to put on called Get Familiar. It was one of my favourite shows at the time. It was weekly, and Fuse was one of the emerging stars that we saw. And it was like the songs he was producing, you could see where he was going to get to. So, we hadn't seen, Stella knew Fuse. How did you know Fuse before?
I knew Fuse similarly. Used to record together with my sister. Used to actually make songs for him back in the day, and go in the recording studio when it was just like, you know, very humble, local London lad. So yeah, that's how I knew him. So,
in that time when Fuse got the Zonto song that basically made him a household name, till 2020 essentially, when we went to the T.I.N.A Festival, we hadn't seen him in that period of time. So when Accra, Ghana, for the year of return, there's literally no way we could not go to the T.I.N.A basically
movement.
Yes, Fuse ODG here, you know, representing that new African nation. Currently in Ghana right now, you know, at home, where you're supposed to be, where we're all supposed to be. You know, this is, you know, the motherland for the kings and queens. Obviously, growing up in London, you know, some of you may have grown up in London, US, Europe, wherever, outside of Africa. You know, growing up in London, the perception of, you know, the motherland was so negative to the point where, you know, it wasn't so cool to associate yourself with being African. And to me, it's been like 400 years of, you know, self-hate seeds that's been planted in us mentally, for us to turn our backs on where we're from. And, you know, the psychological effects of being bombarded with these negative images and these negative narratives is massive. And it's time for us to undo it. It's time to unlearn and relearn. It's time to replant or uproot the self-hate seeds and plant, you know, self-love seeds. You know, so for me, you know, I fell back in love with being African when I was hearing amazing music back home, and I really wanted to find out where it was coming from. So I decided to take a trip. And I can only share my story for you to understand where I'm coming from. You know, I decided to take a trip, you know, back to the motherland, to Ghana, to see where this music was coming from. And when I landed, I felt so tricked by the media. I was seeing, you know, beauty, talent, entrepreneurs, creatives, you know, technology, hearing amazing music, seeing amazing dancers. You know, I've seen so many things that I would have never seen being in the UK, because the narrative over there, you know, it never shows the beauty of Africa, you know, because I grew up just watching stuff like Band Aid and Comic Relief, and all they do is just show, you know, kids dying, you know, famine, war, you know, a place where you feel sorry for, you know, the children of Africa, and you want to give £1 a month, or you want to give $1 a month if you're from the US. But to me, I always, you know, growing up or being older and kind of educating myself, you know, I realized that was crippling to the motherland, because if you're giving £1 to Ghana and you're going to Vegas and spending 10,000 a week, you know, it doesn't make sense, you know, because same way people are dying in America, you know, there's drugs, there's famine, there's war, but America don't tell that narrative. You know, the problems that are in Africa, it's, you know, more problems in America. In fact, America, you're more likely to die, you know, in your own home, you know, than in Africa. Here, there's people who look like you. If somebody don't like you, they just don't like you, not because of how you look. You know, the police are killing us over in America, but they don't tell those kind of narratives. You know, but so people still go there. They go to Miami, they spend like 10K in a club, and then they give $1 to Africa, a place that will benefit you. So to me, that never really made sense, and I couldn't really get with stuff like Band Aid and Comic Relief, because I felt like they had their own narratives to kind of continue to push the negative agenda of Africa, and to continue to oppress our people and continue to make us disconnect from each other. We don't spend time with each other as black people because we don't trust each other. And the reason why we don't trust each other is the kind of narrative that they pushed onto us, you know, from the movies that they fund, from the kind of news stories that they push out there, you know. So I had to come back and see it for myself. So that one trip back and seeing the amazing people, the food, the talent, you know, the entrepreneurs, the businesses, the just everything, and me discovering a dance called Azonto and making a song about it, and all of a sudden, you know, the whole world opened up for me just from being here, you know. So I came and I found my gold, and I would encourage you to come and find your gold, because trust me, the motherland has something for you, but you only know if you take a trip to the motherland. And you know, the structure out there is made for you to not want to think about taking a trip, because it's going to be a life-changing trip for you. It's been life-changing. It's been life-changing trips for many people who have traveled back, you know, on their own pilgrimage, you know, to the motherland. So definitely, I'd encourage you, come and find your gold, because trust me, taking a trip back to the motherland open up the whole world to you, man. So yeah, man, obviously New African Nation Conference. Today we had the New African Nation Conference. The idea is, you know, it's a beautiful time where people are now embracing their culture and embracing Africa. And, you know, people are coming back home to have a great time. But, you know, we want it to be more than coming and turning up. We want to have conversations. We want to find ways that we can build together, especially if you want to move back home. Where do you go to? Who do you speak to? And that's what this platform is for, you know, to bring all these like-minded people together so we can have a constructive conversations about how we can, if you know, invest in the motherland. If you want to buy land, who to talk to. If you want to visit Ghana, where do you go? You know, if you want to, I don't know, like, start your own business, what lawyer do you talk to? You know, it's just start conversations. You know, today people are bringing up problems, and also the same people bringing up solutions to the problem they even brought up. So it's nice for these kind of conversations to happen, and you know, I'm glad that New African Nation Conference is, you know, is the platform for these kind of conversations and solution platform, you know, kind of event. So yeah, it was a beautiful day today. Wabafe akwaba nti mumbra fie wa ye twɛn ahase ni ofie nti wonya ntena mumbra wa ra.
Greetings. Welcome to Voyage to Motherland on gotkushTV with your host Stella B
and Nat Nye, the lyrical alchemist.
Yes, and we would just want to say thank you for watching this episode. If you'd like to support us, do follow us on
gotkushTV.
Like and subscribe, and make sure you comment below.
Yes, it's your boy Fuse ODG, and I want to say a big shout out to gotkushTV, getting you high on knowledge on how to move back home, and big shout out to Voyage to the Motherland, because you already know they have the blueprint for you to come back home. Breathe in.
Bye.